So, what do you think that which are the top program languages that can dominate in the next decade of 2030?
Languages are not permanent idea. Say for example, if you want to work on the rocket science, you want to talk about space technology, definitely you must know Newton's third law. But without studying Newton's third law, how I can talk about cryogenics if we talk about mechanical? So languages are not permanent, but yes.
Honestly, Udo is running so fast in this. So, do you think that the developers of React or HTML, CSS or web designers are having the same future?
This is a very tricky area of discussion.
30 to 50 million people are just viewing that reel.
Yes, so 20
Just
second
20
time you
seconds.
have to impact someone. But even entertainment will impact drastically.
AI will impact the entertainment.
Did you fix up the plan before going to Udo that you will meet Udo CEO Fabian Pinker?
No, I mean, I was just amazed that, I got an opportunity to meet
Fabian, yes. Then
and Raj.
yes.
And that was a key gateway for me because welcome to Beyond the Noise. I'm your host Dhruvish, and today we are honored to have Mr. Mausam Pandya with us, a remarkable individual with hands-on experience of more than 16 years and many valuable insights to share. In this episodes, we are dividing into the topics that are critical for students, interns, like placement preparation, the future of programming languages, and how internships are reshaping career mindsets, and many more. So let's get started and welcome our guest, Mr. Mausam Pandya.
Thank you, Dhruvish, for inviting me. I'm working with LJ University as internship and placement coordinator, and yes, Dhruvish is one of the guy who actually has flourished in his own way via taking opportunities at his own in internship and industry or the software industry, basically we say.
So today we'll be discussing about how internships are playing the main role in turning the students' mindset.
Okay.
Then which programming languages will dominate in the year of
Okay.
2030,
Okay.
and how to balance your work and life together via multitasking or simultaneously you should enjoy your life and work together.
Okay.
So, what do you think that, if we go on in second year or third year, does a student needs to start his pre-placement preparation from that end, or he should wait when he'll go in his third year and then start? So, what are your thoughts on that?
Basically, I would say just not a thought line. It's a live experience. Basically, at our university, we have upgraded the syllabus first of all, delivered in a very meticulous way, and we have covered around 60-70% syllabus in first 2 years.
Okay.
Where people expect to have only 50% of engineering, and that's a traditional mindset. So even our honorable government is also looking for after 2 years you can get graduation degree. So the all I mean this is the new India we are talking about always, and our goal is to mitigate the line and length of government is imposing for the youth. So, what we believe we have experienced actually, after 2 years of study, especially in the engineering, or even say after 2 years of BCA studies, say obviously MCA is of 2 years. Right now, I believe I will align my entire talk with respect to software industry, because across youth nowadays, after say science, 12 science, they want to get into software domain, no matter what name we give. uh, it is nothing pre-placement or preparation for the placement. The preparation starts from the day one when he or she enters in engineering or in say BCA, earning certain skills, basic level skills. And let us make it very clear, where colleges cannot run a company, companies are not coaching classes. So somewhere the gap between industry and academics we have tried to fulfill, and many other universities are also doing the same thing.
Okay.
So first of all, students should get an opportunity to work with industry on full-time basis during their engineering or their graduation period, where it is not a scope of escape for the institutes, colleges, to get rid of from teaching them. No. We finish their meticulous syllabus. We finish them a large amount of syllabus, around 60-70%. And yes, we have done it successfully. So this is not a fictitious thing at all.
Okay.
And as a student at our university, you must have felt it. And we have to provide them a choice.
Okay.
Like whether you want to get into industry or you want to still remain in the class.
Okay.
So as soon as the very first attempt of meeting an industry person to avail a training, or we say internship in terms of industrial norms, the student starts learning, he or she may be rejected at once. So that's the preparation started. Once, twice, thrice, and in third, fourth round, or maybe third, fourth attempt, he or she cracks the interview. Company company may have trust on them, like, okay, you are fully available. But we and other few universities, we have created an environment where students will be fully available Monday to Friday. It's a 5-day work culture in software industry, where they should be comfortably available to the company. Then there remaining small chunks of study, Saturday, Sundays. Obviously, it may be a little bit, pressurized situation for them initially. They work 7 out of 7 days. But what I believe is Gen Z or upcoming Gen Alpha,
Okay.
they have done certain things that, personally, I or my colleagues, were afraid of doing even in college.
Okay.
They have done in standard 8, 9th.
Okay.
So they should move. They should move earlier in the industry. And personally, because this is our experience with around 250 plus companies, at least right now in Ahmedabad, our students are working.
Mm-hmm.
So many other students from different colleges are also working in a small amount. So it's an ecosystem where companies are benefited, colleges are also providing support system, and students have actually started preparation for the opportunities. Even now, I have stopped talking about placements. It is about internship is mother of placement.
Okay.
So what is placement? Like, you just go to college, at the find one day at the end, as we saw in the pictures, like that movie, that 3 Idiots or somewhere, like company will come and will have an interview and they will offer a large package. No, this is not a real story.
It's a hype.
It's a hype.
So, if we take that, we are not into that big college or universities like IIT or PITS or NIT. We are into the college which is moderate in our country.
Second
Yeah.
year.
And if we see that, do you think that the student needs to develop their LinkedIn portfolio or GitHub portfolio where he needs to mention their projects which he or she has done in the various domains, so he can opt or showcase that all to the companies which they are targeting? Because this all universities are not that hyped, so the companies are not, selecting them based on their credit score or based on their CGPA.
Yes,
So
mark
do you
sheets are
think-
actually just a piece of paper,
Yeah.
which is only, to be seen at the time of verification of documentation. Okay, you have done this degree, and as far as I'm not wrong, Google itself is having 35% non-graduate developers,
Oh.
because they have looked into the skills.
Okay.
So yes, for this, colleges have to do this, that we have done. Like Git is a part of compulsory their curriculum. They have to have compulsory a LinkedIn profile, and they have to make connections. And yes, obviously they can put their links of the project they have done on Git, and companies can readily check. And companies are very smarter. They will definitely figure out like whether it is a copied project or a part of project is copied and people have done some re-engineering work. So this is the kind of thing like every student should have. when they are in software domain. Number two, certain colleges are like with the brand, like say IITs, NITs, or say BITS, or Nirma, or Ahmedabad University, or say some say VIT. Yes, a brighter chunk according to the results of HSC, they are entering in that. But always, like, only good results in HSC doesn't guarantee that he or she will do a very good thing wherever he or she enters based on the current trends.
Okay. So onto that, we can discuss that, currently Python and AI/ML is so hyped.
Yeah.
Everyone are just talking that
Buzzwords.
AI.
Buzzwords.
It's become a slang, honestly.
Slang, buzzword.
So people are, gradually focusing on AI, but they don't know that to program AI, you need to learn machine learning as well. Because if you will not train your model, then how can it, it will work on that. So what do you think that which are the top program languages that can dominate in the next decade of 2030, or can be, worth for the students or interns who are watching us, or they can prepare for that languages like Rust and Golang are not that hype, but it is very useful, I guess that. Because in the current scenario, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, Python, Kotlin, these languages are only dominating. But do you think that this same languages will still dominate in the year of 2030?
This is a very tricky area of discussion, and because over the years, because I finished my engineering in year 2000, where we were delivered with the C language and Fortran 4.4. Frankly speaking, I'm having on degree I'm having a non-IT background.
Okay.
But still we were being delivered even in the 96, 97 C language and Fortran 4.4. Then gradually the things rolled out, and nowadays, as you said, Python, AI, ML, they have become buzzword. So machine learning basically needs mathematics.
Okay.
Mathematics, a deep understanding of mathematics, a liking for mathematics, and understanding data patterns, and applying a particular type of algorithm. So people have build up n number of models readily available, so there is a very little scope of doing certain new things. And ultimately AI is all about based on the large amount of data that you create something which works for you.
Okay.
Like say GPT, it's an AI model. So how someone can talk about say for example, if I would say about say particular law and rules regulation, so it must be fed to your model. So where is the data? See, we can. It's like a mechanical engineer is designing a car, a new car, but he has he any option of testing that car on a large scale? No, he or she has to undergo with the government norms. They have to test that vehicle and a mass production. So AI ML is a buzzword. Definitely, there is a very good scope if a person is more focused on the logical and mathematical part, but languages are not permanent idea.
Okay.
Today is Python, again our language, a very young language that is Golang.
Yeah.
That has again changed the paradigms of OOPS in its own framework. And yes, what is actually needed is the demand of market, the need of clients. Even today, n number of clients are working only on .NET PHP frameworks. And these such contents are not being delivered in the any college. Even Rust, no one is touching, because colleges have to update it every now and then. It is not possible for them. So a basic skill. Say for example, if you want to work on the rocket science, you want to talk about space technology, definitely you must know Newton's third law.
Yeah.
But without studying Newton's third law, how I can talk about cryogenics if we talk about mechanical? So languages are not permanent, but yes,
domain knowledge is the
domain
main
knowledge
thing,
is
I
there,
guess.
and
Yeah.
as and when something new comes, you should adapt as a developer, as a company, or as a professional fellow in any of the field. Like how about CAs? They are adopting every year new rules for the taxation system. Every time when budget is released, they have to adopt a new system. They have to have new rules. So they cannot stick to certain accounting standards forever. And it happens to every field. It happens to every field.
Every field is getting updates
Yes,
every
yes,
decade,
yes,
I guess.
yes.
But if we see that currently the developers who are into basics of HTML, CSS, and they are still surfing for the web apps, right? So do you still think that their market will be as same as in the year 2024? Because honestly, Udo is running so fast in this.
So fast.
They are making HRMS software, accounting software, and many multiple softwares in a single click. So if you just buy a subscription around 500 per month, and they just make you a normal website. But if we go with specific, company IT firm where we want to design a website, they charge you around, 20 to 25K for a single, 3 or 4 pages website. So do you think that the developers of React or HTML, CSS or designers are having the same future or bright future in the next decade, or they are not having that?
So probably again it goes on the demand of the particular clients. Every time people don't talk about developing websites. Even Wix.com that even gives you a ready drag and drop kind
Yeah,
of thing.
templates.
If you talk about Flutterflow, which is a ready framework kind of thing, where you need not to make a very large code. You can just create your tools, your pages, your navigations directly with the drag and drop technology. So core Flutter developers are being affected. So they have to adopt this Flutter flow in addition to their strong capability of doing Flutter coding. Similarly, websites are not the only product. Websites are a platform which company creates. But how many websites do we access regularly, or which websites do we access regularly? It is all about commercial, say e-commerce website, where people go and every company is having their own commercial shopping app, say. But still people just go to Google and search. They just peep into Amazon. They just peep into Flipkart. Even Udo is providing this a large amount of solutions at very low cost ideas. ERP Next is there. Salesforce is there. So a developer should not just look into developing a website. I would say don't make choices right now. You just go with the flow, whatever your company needs, or even as a company, focus should be on the client requirement. The developing trends, developing trends. Say for example, social media. Initially, people were using Orkut, then Facebook came, then WhatsApp, even Telegram, and now even faster and addiction we can say Instagram.
Yeah.
So I mean, reels are of only 10 to 20 seconds.
They are hyping up like 30 to 50 million people are just viewing that reel.
Yes, so 20 second
Just
time
20
you have to impact someone. So day by day, different types of products, and more prevailing industries are food industry, traveling industry, entertainment. The people, those who are talking about AI ML, they must have visited Universal AI Studio short films on YouTube. Somebody should visit it. They have created all AI avatars of all famous film actors, and they have created new stories. Still, yes, it is in very early stage, but even entertainment will impact drastically.
AI will impact the entertainment.
Yes. UI, I mean, Universal AI Studio is the biggest example, and we have just seen the movie Kalki, where Amitabh Bachchan was shown a young fellow as Ashwathama by using AI. So the popular film stars, say for example, we have seen all entire series of Mission Impossible, where Tom Cruise. So now actual Tom Cruise, should not work at this age. Like he has crossed
But
around
he's still
60.
looking young, fair skin,
But
flaunting his, six packs.
that's the
Yeah.
magic of camera.
Yeah.
But still, this time will come, and people will earn the royalty just by giving their AI avatar.
Okay.
Even in news, even in I see a biggest future in the teaching, where as a teacher, the role of teacher will be changed drastically. How? Like as a teacher, I don't have to teach someone now. I have to tell, okay, Dhruvish, you want to study English grammar. So this is the AI module. It will explain you very clearly, and I should motivate you to study something.
So I'll be a motivational person for you, because the main thing from where you have to study is the AI model.
Yes,
The
yes,
future
yes.
will be in that
Future
thing
will
only.
be that way, and there is the scope of large opportunities for the developers, and just do not limit yourself for the web development or kind of thing.
Okay. So you think that you have to change multiple languages and you have to stay updated on
Updated,
the
yes.
things which are being trending, or they are used by the companies on
Yes,
a very
yes, yes.
famous note.
Yes, and in fact, people are not talking about hardware integration with them. You will have certain things on your fingertips, like you will have fingertips and you will have entire 3D show in front of you. What a programming you have done, that virtual reality or augmented reality that you can talk
Mm-hmm.
about. And another area of opportunity is gaming. Again, it's part of entertainment.
Gaming. Okay.
So ultimately, what is need like of a human? That's a better human life.
So if we go from your point, so if I'm a student, right, and I'm in my second year, and at my university, they are teaching me Python, and the same student in another university, they are teaching them JavaScript, React. Okay. So the universities are telling that you have two options. Either you can choose a specialization in that domain, or you're having another option where we teach you both the languages but not into that deep level. So it's known as generalization.
Generalization.
So what do you think, that a student should have more focus on the specialization where he goes into deep and masters that technology, or he should be versatile where he is having the domain knowledge of multiple languages, and but he is not master, he's master of none, but he is having the knowledge of multiple
Jack of all,
languages.
master of none kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
First of all, who decides the specialization? Colleges? Academicians? Do they go to industry?
No.
And how can someone being in a single cabin, they can decide like what specialization should be done? It is about taking an opportunity with the mindset of the parents and misguided student, like we are giving specialization in this or you do this, because most of the colleges are having a limited capacity to deliver.
Okay.
I tell you, it our college, when we took a step like touch wood, like thanks a lot to our higher management. They have taken a very good decision. Like, say for example, when you talk about softwares, programming language, so it is all about OOPS, object oriented programming. It can be anything. It can be C++, it can be Java, it can be Python. Till now, there was a trend. A person should go to C, then C++, two programming language. Then again, okay, new programming languages come, then you go for Python. Again, you study some OOPS fundamental in Python. So you study the things repeatedly in 3 different languages. Okay. I read a novel in English. Again, I read the same novel in Gujarati. Again, somebody would say, okay, no, this novel should be read in Spanish. So I would learn Spanish and I will read that novel.
The meaning will be the same, but the domains are different.
Domains are different. And so we took a decision to exclude C and C++ from our syllabus.
Okay.
And it was a drastic, and it was not much welcomed idea from so-called experienced academicians across our academic world. But it was welcomed by all industry people, and we started from the day one Java, advanced Java, Even we taught data structure with Java. Nobody's doing.
But DSA is just like, the base of
It's a
every.
nightmare, but it should be supported by some language. So Java is a very tight language, we know. So we deliver data structure with Java.
Okay, so he'll be clearing the concepts of
Yeah.
stack, queue, pip, pop, and all
Yes.
that
In
together
first
while
year only. In
implementing
first
that
year
in the
only.
Java.
In
Okay,
first
in the
year
first
only.
year only.
Yes.
But what
Yes.
if he's not having that, knowledge, that the basics of OOP? He's not knowing what is data abstraction or encapsulation, right?
We start with basics programming in the Java,
Okay.
and then we gradually move to the classes,
Okay.
and then they go for the data structure.
Okay.
And this was suggested by many of the developers. Now, how developers have come to our touch? What we do is we actually conduct projects. Every college does it. We ask students to make projects. Every college does it. We assess them. Every college does it. But yes, how do we assess? That's a trick. We call industry people, developers, to our campus, and we request them to assess the projects in industrial perception.
Okay, so the guy from the first year who is just known to the basics of these things
Yes.
is revised or is tested by an industrial expert.
Yes, from the very first day of the
Okay.
in first exam of the engineering, and that is what the preparation start, where I said.
Okay, so at that moment he'll start learning that this is. I mean, I'm not knowing a single person only because he is tested by the industrial expert.
Yes.
Okay, so
yes,
that
yes.
thing plays a major role in
and,
that.
and very first year of graduation, especially in engineering, students are very immature, or they have fear to speak in front of someone. They have just an examiner. We don't declare that they are industry people. Later on we declared, like, you people faced these industry people. They have appreciated a lot your efforts, and it may be possible, like, a new student cannot explain very well because
Yeah.
he's just new. There are students those who are from vernacular medium, like native language, say Gujarati medium or Hindi medium. So they may not represent their views very clearly, but industry people figure out from their answers. And gradually they learn. They are learning how to face people, and that's the preparation for their actual opportunities being created in the industry, because industry people come, they look into the project, they identify the students, and when these students are entering in second year, at the end of second year, at the end of semester 4, the projects, again industry people come to assess them, and they're directly giving offer. Okay, if these guys are available for 5 days a week, we are ready to absorb them if you want to support, and we have a support system.
Okay.
And that's a quite good ecosystem.
So you adjust their examination, their preparation, if they are getting a
Everything
good
is happening
placement.
on Saturday, Sundays.
Okay.
Exams, classes. And yes, what we do is we make sure that industry people provides us the students' presence at their company, and we give some incentive to the students for being regular at industry.
Okay.
We
So-
do not call them to the college between Monday to Friday, never.
Okay, so I mean, if we go that, you are offering them when they are in their fourth or fifth semester,
Fifth
right?
semester.
Fifth semester.
Fifth sem, fifth
Okay,
sem.
fifth sem. That, you can go opt for an internship if you are
Yes.
able to find it. So do you think that, in this age, students are morely focused on enjoying their college days? Because after their college, they have to work, the same way throughout their life. So do you think that this time should be, enjoyable and it should be full of memories for the students, or you think that they should focus more on the placement prep because they are getting better opportunities?
Yes, this is with the point of view, the youth.
Yeah.
Uh, it's said that you just finished 12 science, the things will be over. There will be
Things are never.
this is never ending story. And even it works till the retirement. Once you finish your retirement, things will be okay. So it's a never ending story. But yes, what we have done is, instead of rigorous long sessions during the college hours, we have limited their college hours for 4 hours. Usually other colleges are having 7 to 8 hours timetable, where students do bunk, they skip the classes. because every human being has a capacity to be in the class, and what we personally believe, being in the class, reasonably being in the class is required, but it is also required to be in the society, be in
So the
the
timing is just extending their threshold levels.
threshold
So,
level. So we have just created 4 hours cut short scenario,
okay.
and instead of 6 hours we teach them 4 hours. I say, okay, you want to play football for 2 hours, you go and play football at your own.
Okay. Yeah, I understood that you
Hmm.
are giving them 4 hours, right?
4 hours,
But if they opt for internships, there's just like 8 hours. You just need to
8 9 hours
work
they have
eight
to
to
work.
nine hours
Yes,
straight.
yes, yes.
So if we go for interns, so they should also have a work-life balance, I guess,
Yes.
because they are new to the industry. But the companies are offering them a timing like Kika, where you just need to sign in and start when you start your work and sign off when you finish your work, but the timing should be from 8 to 9 hours. So they are just binding them for 9 hours straight, that you have to work for 9 hours. So do you think that that can manage their work and life? They can also simultaneously enjoy and work, but I don't think that for interns it's manageable.
Uh, yes, it seems that it is not manageable. We have a success story of 500 plus students.
Okay.
They are doing it. And Saturday, Sundays, we do not pressurize them. We ask them to enjoy the Saturday, Sundays. And yes, this is the only, 24 months or 18 months where they go for such kind of work.
Yeah.
Because why they are in certain tier 2 college. See, everyone cannot get into IITs, everyone cannot get in NITs, everyone cannot get into Nirma, everyone cannot get into AU, not in DICT, not in BITS Pilani, not in VITs. There are two parameters: money, fees, the financial capacity of parents. Second thing, the merit marks. So because either one of these two or both of them not having, then students are opting for tier 2 colleges because they do not carry brand.
Okay.
For example, say for example, if you are running a company, uh, a software company, if you have to recruit to one or two freshers, they are just passing out the college and they are having zero experience.
Zero experience. Okay.
No matter what we say, companies believe that students do not do much things at the college. There is a large gap. There is a student from IIT, there is a student from Nirma, there is a student from LD, there is a student from, say, LJ. They all are having zero experience. They all four are ready to work whatever you pay.
Okay.
You have choice. Definitely, without asking your opinion, I would say you will choose either IIT or Nirma or LD first. Then you will go for LJ student, LJ university student, if all four are having zero experience. Isn't it? But if a student is having experience of internship of 1 year,
Okay. Hmm.
so who will be preferred? Obviously, experienced fellow. Industry just do not look at the degrees, just do not look at the college, but they have some trust on certain college because the entry level is very high. Entry level is not very high. So then if you are in tier 2, if entry level is high, you are in IIT Nirma. Most of the time I say in local companies do not have option of such A grade colleges. And tier 2 college, students do not have option of Google, IBM, top class.
But from now on, companies are also adjusting themselves. They are having an panel where you can apply, though you're from any college.
It is all about budget.
No, no. Though you're from any college, you can apply. You can send up your CV
Yes,
to there,
yes, yes.
and they will
It is
shortlist.
it
But
is
I know that that is not working with that. But still, they are opening gates for the students who are in
They are
tier
open. They
two
are
or
open.
tier
Yes,
three
it is. It is. It is.
universities or
It is. And
college, right?
we have seen such miracles
Yeah.
in tier 2 colleges where the students have done a very good job, because it is about a very popular story of rabbit and tortoise.
Okay.
where certain rabbits, they were faster, they are capable of winning the race, they ran very faster, but at certain point of time they just got relaxed. But those tortoise kept walking
Consistently.
towards their goal and they actually beat the rabbit. So this is a story and it happens, and you're right. But what is overall scenario? People, I have seen colleges, they are, posting their hoarding like, okay, this much of LPA,
Hmm.
but there are 2, 3, 4 cases. How about the on an average marks? How about 900 people they are giving admissions in certain domain? I mean, all 900 cannot get that opportunity. So based on a 1 or 2 cases, we cannot generalize the things. So internship,
Hmm.
even Amazon, Google, everyone is providing. They are recruiting through internships. Even IBM Software Lab, we just recently met at Gandhinagar. So they are opting students. They have given zero selections to IIT people. They have taken students from tier 2 colleges because these
Okay.
students could
They are
crack.
having the experience in the internships.
Yes, no. I mean, even recruitment of internships.
Okay. Okay. So they are ignoring IITs.
No, not ignoring. They went there. They tried to select, but they did not get any suitable candidate. But they got candidates from other tier 2 college, so they have opted. They have taken them.
So the bright side of IITs are now getting sunshaded.
Uh, Not that, but the mindset like I would not compromise on the my packages. I would not
Okay.
go below this. This is the mindset of student because the mindset is percolated from the parents.
That you should earn minimum 40K in your first.
Oh, my son is in IIT. It's bits planning. I mean, he or she should have this much of package.
Okay. But that's not working out in the industry, I guess.
I saw one web series, perhaps Kota Factory. Everyone
Hmm.
knows this. I mean, it's a very popular one. There was one dialogue between that coaching class owner and a teacher. यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट्स क्यों आते हैं? सारे पेरेंट्स वो जो टॉपर्स के फोटो लिखा है ना उसके अंदर अपने बच्चों को देखते हैं.
Okay.
कितने सारे लोग आईआईटी जाते हैं. पीपल गो टू कोटा फॉर प्रिपरेशन. एवरीवन हैज अ ड्रीम टू क्रैक इन आईआईटी. हाउ मेनी गेट्स एंट्री? 1,000 people, 800 people, 2,000, 5,000. So it is again goes to perception of our society culture where parents are actually not willing to give a little bit trouble to their kids. They want everything perfect for their kids.
Okay.
And
Silver spoon.
silver spoon, even though it should not be. Even parents did not have that silver spoon,
But they are
but
providing.
they want to give it, and the world cannot work on the prefix area. The change is permanent only. The change is permanent.
So, I mean, onto that, we figured out many things.
Yeah.
From the placement to the languages.
Yeah.
And from this talk, I guess that, you should start your pre-placement preparations early, from the fifth sem only.
Yeah.
Because every time when you go off with, some more time that I will start after my engineering ends, then that won't work out,
No.
because experience is a thing which matters.
Yes, and one more thing. There is a scope of correction.
Okay.
How? Like if somebody rejects some offer by thinking in a shorter way, when he or she is in final year or say semester 8 or at the end of graduation, but the same offers, yes, we have made it available for our students in semester 5. So if somebody makes that mistake of rejection or say leaving some internship or leaving some good company just by being misguided by somebody who is working in top category in some IT company, so there is a scope of correction.
Okay.
Say very soon he or she will realize, okay, I have done some mistake. Okay, let me go back to that company or let me find another company, and at least I should work now.
Okay.
So the scope of correction, yes. Until and unless they don't leave the college, we have a scope to communicate with them. We have a reasonable control over them,
Okay.
and we can counsel them. Okay, better like you can do this or this way or this is the way, this is the vision. We can communicate to parents, and the error correction, it's an entire closed loop control system where we take feedback on the errors, we correct the errors, we again go back. So this can be possible if student goes in internship, and joining internship itself is preparation of placement.
Okay. Yeah, because most of the companies are like, you do internship at our firm. If you are good in the domain and if we find that you are working on a live projects flawlessly, and we'll, of course, they'll hire you
Yes.
because,
They
they
will
are
hire.
teaching them for their company only because they are also getting a benefit. That if I teach you, you should work and you should, input the knowledge which we gave you into our projects
Yes,
only.
yes.
So, wrapping up, at the end, I just need to ask one question that do you think that networking, then going to seminars, going to many social events like, from the developers end, which are events for engineers or for guys who are like into development software side, do you think that you need to attend that or you need to network yourself, though you are into a good company?
Okay. Say we. I would suggest that just not looking into technical side. Just go and attend meetups, which are now it is a regular practice by many of the companies. They arrange meetups on Saturday, Sundays for 3 hours. Some developers come, they deliver some sessions, they spare their, they share their experiences. As a student, you should go there, and not every time. It is not possible at time that you will learn something from technical side,
Okay.
but you will.
You can also meet new
You
people.
can meet new people.
Hmm.
The people, those who are usually not available uh, for meeting, say some CEOs, CTOs, senior developers, the students from other college, and just not the hackathon type of thing. I'm not talking about hackathon where only students are gathering. The meetups and such events are places where you can meet and you can just be open. Like, sir, I am a student from this college. Can I have 2 minutes? Can we connect on LinkedIn?
Okay.
And the the most dangerous thing that I have observed across the last 3-4 years students right now, they do not open up. They do not speak to people.
They do not network themselves.
And if you do not network, if you don't have connections, who will know your capabilities? Yes, being on LinkedIn, it's also good part. You connect them on LinkedIn after meeting personally. Try to meet personally. And these events, the social events are chance. Like I remember you went to Udu. Am I right?
Yeah, I went to do.
You were just in the sixth semester. Did you fix up the plan before going to Udu that you will meet CEO Udu CEO Fabian Pinker?
I
No.
was just amazed that, I got an opportunity to meet Fabian
Fabian, yes. Then
and Raj,
yes,
Raj Chamani.
yes.
And that was a key gateway for me because
So see,
I didn't,
you met.
yeah,
As a human being, even you met. Otherwise, Fabian used to be in Belgium. You are in Ahmedabad. So meeting is actually
not even possible.
so connections, connectivity, and I believe network is the wealth. Data is the wealth for technical guys, but network is a wealth for professionals and even for the society. For the society. See, we have a great legacy across our Indian culture where we have a lot of festivals. Why people go out and they just meet each other. It's different thing. Like nowadays, people are greeting just on the WhatsApp or just on the call. But we have a tradition like you just go out of the home, you just go to someone's home, you just enter in some manner, you meet each other, you greet each other, and society ultimately is made up of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So connections, do connections, make connections, stronger connections. Yes, we have done a very fabulous thing. Like at our university, we are providing incentive marks
Okay.
for attending, meetups,
Okay.
attending hackathons at some reputed universities. You just go and meet people. What I personally say is, you just go to hackathon, don't win. I believe
Just
Interest-
observe the atmosphere. Then.
Observe the atmosphere, make a friend,
Okay.
make a boyfriend, make a girlfriend, and you just create a social wealth for you as well.
Okay.
And such references works always. Talents are always overruled by decisions, and decisions are supported by great connections.
Wow. So on to that, thank you so much,
yes,
Mausam
yes,
sir,
yes.
for sharing your insights on this.
Thank you.
And it
Dhruvish.
would be helpful for all students or interns who are watching this. And please share this video to your friends or to your, uh, brothers or sisters who are into internships or who are, confused that when should they start their internship, either in their third year or after completing their engineering. So Mausam sir, thank you so much for sharing your insight on this.
Thank you, guys, and just do not forget to like him and subscribe him.
Yeah. Okay.
If you are on the YouTube, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.